Joe goes out that, you know,
Yeah.
they have trouble figuring out who to look for.
Right. Well, I think you have to look at, some coaches will play guys 40 minutes. I always try to read how the player looks, how he's feeling, the breaks in the game. Sometimes there's, coach calls a timeout, and there's media timeouts. But if I sense Joe looks a little tired, or we just can't afford to have him off the floor for whatever reason, I'll either keep him in or pull him out. So I base it really off of him and of course time and score, but I think it's valuable for Joe because he goes so hard. If I can get him, a break either at the 12 or 8-minute media mark somewhere in there, or if there's a situation that allows him to rest for, again, a couple of minutes. And Joe wasn't particularly, I think our team looked a little drained in that game, and as I mentioned, I didn't think it was necessarily we played very poorly. We just probably didn't have quite the same energy. And with Joe specifically, I think if we can steal some breaks for him, we do it. But, Akil, I look at that with Akil and Joe and John Tell. Those guys are all playing pretty heavy minutes. Most of our starters are, but that's sort of where we're at. And, a lot of teams have to deal with that. So whether you use timeouts or try to manage the media timeouts, that's important.
Do you sense that it has
At
an
times,
effect on the team, and that really
when he's not on the floor?
Yeah, when the offense kind of.
Yeah, we didn't, particularly, I think if you look the last couple games, when we've played well offensively, we've had, well, against Duke it was really Joe and Akil, but other games, a lot of our other guys have been either double-digit scorers, or just there's been more contributions from some of our first years, or whether it be Paul. And these last games, there wasn't. It was pretty much just Joe and Akil, and Paul did hit his threes, but I think for us to be effective offensively, if we can get some contributions from some of the other guys, that balances it out and helps.